action franchise of all time. You work for me, remember? Ignoring Ed, Sabrina got to her feet and walked across the room to the French windows. Outside her room, a lush private garden exploded with colour and scent. Bright orange, spiky ginger flowers fought for space with more traditional roses in white and yellow, and orange and lemon trees groaned with fruit beneath the perfectly blue, cloudless California sky. Then there were the views. The house was built at the top of a steep canyon, so even from the ground floor they were spectacular, across the rooftops of the exclusive Malibu colony, home to some of Hollywood's biggest, wealthiest stars, and beyond, to the endless, shimmering blue of the Pacific Ocean. If it weren't for the resolutely hospital-like furnishings in all the rooms, white metal beds, uncomfortable hard-backed chairs, you could almost imagine you were in a junior suite at the Four Seasons, and not locked up like a prisoner at Revivals, the infamous $2,000 a night rehab of choice for burned-out young Hollywood. It had been Ed Steiner who had forced Sabrina Leon to check herself into the Revivals. 2 weeks ago, Ed had driven to his client's mansion off Benedict Canyon at 8 in the morning, packed an overnight bag while she watched, and frog-marched Sabrina into his shining new Mercedes E-Class convertible. "This is ridiculous, Ed," she'd protested. Still in her party clothes from the night before, a black leather Dolce & Gabbana mini dress, and sky-high Jonathan Kelsey stilettos with heavy black makeup smudged around her eyes, Sabrina looked even more desirable and vixen-like than the tabloid caricatures that were wrecking her career. "I'm not an addict. There's nothing wrong with me." "Grow up, Sabrina," Ed Steiner snapped. "This is not about you. It's about your career, your image, or at least what's left of it. How many paparazzi saw you staggering out of Bardo last night looking like that?" "Looking like what?" Sabrina bristled, her sultry almond-shaped eyes narrowing into slits, like a cat about to pounce. "Looking sexy, you mean? I thought looking sexy was part of my job." Ed fought back the urge to slap his truculent 22-year-old client across her spoiled, heartbreakingly sensual face. Sabrina knew full well she had no business being in that club last night, or any club for that matter. She could be foolish and reckless, but she wasn't stupid. He started the engine. "Right now your job is to look contrite," he said crossly. "You are deeply sorry for your behavior, for what you said to Tarek Tyler. You are addressing your problems. You are asking for privacy while you heal during this difficult time. Yada, yada, yada. You know the drill as well as I do, kid, so do us both a favor and quit playing dumb, okay?" He glanced over to the passenger seat. "What the fuck is that?" In the outside zip-up pocket of the overnight bag, a bottle top was clearly visible. Pulling it out, Ed Steiner found himself clutching a half-empty bottle of Jack Daniels. Sabrina was unapologetic. "Helps me sleep. You think this is funny?" "Oh, come on, Ed. Give me a break. Rehab's boring. I'm not going to get through it without a drink." "You think you're Marianne Faithfull or something?" To Sabrina's consternation, Ed flung the bottle into the rosemary bushes that lined her driveway. "You think people are going to forgive you this bullshit because it's so rock and roll? Well, let me tell you something, Sabrina. They won't, not this time. You are this close to being finished in this town." He held up his thumb and forefinger, waving them inches from Sabrina's face. "This close. Now put your fucking seatbelt on." Sabrina yawned defiantly, but she buckled up anyway, slipping on a pair of Oliver Peoples aviators to shield her eyes from the sun's early morning glare. Outwardly, she continued to play the rebel. It was all she knew how to do. Inside, however, she felt her stomach flip over, a combination of last night's excessive alcohol consumption on an empty stomach and visceral, gut-wrenching fear. What if Ed was right? What if she really could lose it all? "No, I can't. I won't let it happen. If I have to go back to my life before, I'll kill myself." The headlines of Sabrina Leon's Rags to Riches true Hollywood story